Yes, lads, how's it going down here? Welcome back to another video on my channel. In today's video, what I've got for you is some headliner suggestions. Now, if you're a part of the channel, you've been watching for a couple months, you know that in my prediction videos, I normally give like a quite balanced, strategic way of predicting it. But for headlines, it is quite open, to be honest. So what I've got in this video, I'm just suggesting. We'll try that again. Loads of players. There's normally in my predictions, for example, I've done my future star prediction. Obviously, that's a flop because future stars isn't coming. But anyway, I normally go right. So I can't have too many Premier League players. I can't have too many centre backs like that. In this video, I've just done every single card. Well, not every single card, but I've done just loads of Premier League, loads of Serie A, loads of every league, and not really worrying about having too many in a specific league or whatever. If you don't know the specific like kind of format criteria that they use for headliners, I don't know off by heart, which is probably terrible for me. I probably should have got it up for you lads. But basically, you need to have at least one special card, so like an inform. You can't have a dynamic item already, so basically a one to watch. I think that's the only dynamic one right now. The base card can't be over 90, so you can't have people like Neymar or stuff like that because their base is over 90. So without further ado, if you're new around here, hit the mic. Sorry, if you're new around here, hit the subscribe button, leave a like if you go on to enjoy the video. We get straight into it. They're in no particular order. They could go from a 90 rated to an 80 rated. Okay, so don't worry. In no particular order. Let's get straight into it. We're going for Chris Smalling because this guy, I don't know what this guy needs to get a special card these days. I think he got like two assists and a goal, something like that, and he got Player of the Week out of every single like game. Like he got the highest match rating. He didn't get an inform, so I don't know what this guy needs to do to get an inform. So I've gave him a second inform, whatever it is, because obviously he has one inform. But you know what I mean? So I've gave him an 85 rated. If you don't know what a headline is, by the way, it's basically a one to watch with a +1, if that makes sense. So let's say Eden Hazard, right? He can't get one because his base is higher than 90. But we're using it as an example, right? Say he gets an inform that's 93. His headliner will update to a 94, like without having to buy a new card. So it's basically a one to watch with a +1, if that makes any sense. So basically a money grab from EA. We'll move on to a Nelson Semedo. Now, a lot of people have been wanting a right back special card from Semedo because obviously he got a inform not early, but like quite early in the year, and it was a left back. So yeah, people are wanting a right back Nelson Semedo, and yeah, that will be a pretty good card. Let's be fair. Gives a great link to Messi, so if you're into that, if you have a Messi in your team, maybe player of the month Messi, I don't know. This will be a pretty good card. I can see him getting a little boost, maybe a couple informs throughout the year. We'll move on to now. We have Keylor Navas here. I don't know if this guy's performing well in real life. I've just seen him in a lot of predictions, so I've put Keylor Navas in there. 90 rated keeper, obviously going to be great in game. He's obviously got one inform. He might have two informs actually. I think he's got two informs. Yeah, I think he's got two informs. So yeah, he's got a pretty high chance of getting a headliner card. It would be pretty good. He might get another upgrade here and there. I can't see him getting too many upgrades because I mean a 90 rate keeper at the minute is pretty overpowered. So we'll move on. This is one that I want to see very, very much. A headliner Nainggolan. What a card that would be. I'm not sure he'd be a cam. He'd probably be like a centre mid, but that was just what his inform was in. I believe he's got two informs. One was a right wing, and one was a cam. So yeah, this card would be absolutely phenomenal. I mean, them stats. I would personally buy this card if it's. I mean, how much do you reckon that card will be on a mark? That's an incredible card. I'd probably play it CDM. And yeah, that is a phenomenal card. I would not mind getting that card in my team. We have another okay one in Gerard Moreno. Now, this guy seemed to be getting a pretty a good amount of informs early in the year, and he's not really getting any anymore. But yeah, this will be a great card. I think he's got like 2 or 3 informs. So this will be an 87 rated headliner card. A pretty good card. He needs a little bit more upgrades to get, that pretty usable. He's not bad stats, but yeah, he's not really that usable in most people's teams anyway. This is one that I assume a lot of people would go after and would like. Is it Lisandro Martinez? That's probably someone else's name. But he's got a great card. I actually used him in a year. I'll be honest, I didn't really like him, to be completely honest with you. But I'm sure with a little bit more boost, he'd be a lot more usable. He just felt a little bit slow. I used his team in a group stage, or whatever it is. He just seemed a little bit too slow. That might just be me being absolutely terrible. We'll move on to the next one. This one is probably not heavily demanded, but a lot of people would like to see it. He's getting quite a few informs. He was in the most recent one last week? Yeah. Anyway, he got an 84, and yeah, I can see this guy being a headliner. Like, he's not like a broken, overpowered card, but it's just a nice little fun card that EA could definitely drop, in my opinion. He doesn't have a bad card at all. Like a middle cam in a 4-2-3-1 or a 4-1-2-1-2, this guy is doing a job for you. So it's not a bad card at all. The one that we all want to see the most, in my opinion, Lewandowski got absolutely robbed in Team of the Year. He didn't get a Team of the Year card. Ronaldo got it over him as a 12th man, which, shame on you. If you voted Ronaldo, shame on you. He didn't get a player moments. It was like Bernardo Silva. Who was the other moments? Eden Hazard. He got absolutely robbed in Team of the Year. If he doesn't get a headliner card, EA absolutely hate Lewandowski, and you can't convince me otherwise, okay? So this would be a phenomenal card, and on it, he'd get up to like a 95 rated, let's be fair, because this guy is undoubtedly one of the best strikers in the world right now, and yeah, he could easily get a couple informs in a way, get a 95 rated, 96 rated card maybe. He'd basically be a team of the season card in a headliner card, basically. Yeah, EA, give this man a headliner card. We'll move on to someone I haven't really heard about, but a lot of people have told me that he is incredible in real life. He's really good in real life. He's got terrible agility and balance, but people say he's actually really good at dribbling. So this card would be an 88, I believe. There was a thing on Twitter, at the loading screen, it had like a ×4, so it could even be ×4, but I don't know how they're doing it. I'm just going based off of last year's, just so I don't get carried away or whatever, just so I'm not wrong, basically. And this card is fantastic. As a middle cam, look at them passing and shooting stats for a middle cam. That is a pretty good card. I don't know why he doesn't get used. I think it's just because he's got terrible agility, and he's like 6'3". So, yeah, we'll move on. This would be a very, very good card. I believe you pronounce it Tayu. You're probably looking at me like that. Like, what are you saying? Tayu Hernandez, I think. And yeah, what a fantastic card. I think he has really good agility. And I think he's like 6 foot. It's just a guy that used to play for Real Madrid. Because if he did, I loved him in FIFA 19, I believe it was. This card was fantastic. He'd obviously get a strong link to Zlatan if they want to drop a Milan card in the winter upgrades. He would obviously strong link if you play either a centre mid before game and then change in game, obviously. Move on to someone that has been, killing it in La Liga, Karim Benzema. I believe he has a team in a group stage card, so they might stray away from it. But he's got like 2 informs as well, so he's definitely in form. If you pardon the pun. Yeah, great pace, great shooting, great passing, great dribbling, and pretty good physical. He'd be a great striker. La Liga, in my opinion, are kind of lacking in strikers in FIFA anyway. You have Griezmann, who's okay. And I can't really think of many other. There's probably quite a bit. Suarez maybe, yeah. But like for usability, there's not really a lot of strikers in the La Liga, in my opinion. We'll move on to Luis Alberto. Now again, I haven't really heard much about him. I did use him a couple of times in FIFA 19. I did like him, to be fair. I believe he's a centre mid. Last year, I think he was a cam. However, I don't know how. I think he plays centre mid in game. He's got a couple informs from centre mid, so I made him centre mid. He'd be an 88 rated card, and yeah, this as a centre mid in a 4-1-2-1-2, the passing and the dribbling is phenomenal. This card would be a pretty usable centre mid in a 4-1-2-1-2, in my opinion. The one that the community all wants, Adama Traore headlines. I believe this card is basically 90% confirmed. Like EA know we want him. And yeah, I think they will drop an Adama Traore headliners. They have to. EA, drop a Adama headliners. He didn't get played of the month because people voted for Trent Alexander-Arnold for some reason. Make sure you get a head. This is up there with Lewandowski. He needs to get headliners. This card will be like an 87, 88 rated by the end of the year, probably. He's probably going to get a team of season at this rate, and it's going to be very, very overpowered. We'll move on to Tammy Abraham. He got a couple informs quite early on, and we haven't really heard of him since, like in FIFA-wise. I think this is, again, a quite possible headliner card. It's not too overpowered to the fact where it's going to break the game, but it's a nice, fun card for Chelsea fans, for English fans, just to use, have fun with. He won't be too expensive, I wouldn't imagine. And yeah, nice little fun card to use. Now we have going from a fun card to an absolutely meta card that EA probably won't use. Rafael Varane recently got an inform in the last Team of the Week. And yeah, this card would be phenomenal. He'd probably get 1 or 2 more informs, I'd assume, in a FIFA cycle. So probably end up being like a 90 rated centre-back. And yeah, this card will be very, very expensive on the market, let's be fair. We have another big boy in Dries Mertens. Fantastic card. I mean, this card would be phenomenal. Dries Mertens don't seem to get the love anymore. Like, in FIFA 19, I remember so many people using him. This game is just literally built for Mertens, and I barely come against him in FUT Champ, stuff like that. This card would be phenomenal. Again, quite expensive on the market. We have Decore. He should have got an inform this week. So I assume he might get headliners. 86 rated, it would be. And yeah, what a centre mid and a CDM. The stats are phenomenal. Great shooting for a centre mid, to be fair. 80 shooting on a centre mid is not bad whatsoever. We then have an interesting one in Matt Doherty. I think that's how you say it. Probably butchered that again. Not got a terrible cut. For a right back, he is lacking a little bit on the pace. But imagine, like, I know it sounds weird. Imagine playing this guy centre mid. This guy would be an incredible centre mid card. He plays for Wolves, same as Adama, so it's a little bit dodgy. They might not give 2 cards to Wolves players, but it's a fantastic card if you're playing like a CDM. He's all right at right back, but personally, I'd play him as a CDM. I know that sounds weird. And then we have Alex Telles, who, I mean, what a card that is. I use his team of season basically all year. Like, well, not all year, but as soon as he dropped, I packed him untradeable from rivals, and I used him for the rest of the game. And yeah, he was a fantastic left back. I'd love to see him get another card. He's got 1 inform, so he qualifies, and that would be a fantastic card. I believe this is the last one, or coming to the last one. We have Ciro Immobile. I mean, look at them stats. He's basically a Premier League Aguero with them stats. Well, like Premier League Kane, maybe you'd say. Apparently, he's very much in form in real life, playing like probably one of the best strikers in Serie A, people are saying right now. So yeah, fair play. He should get one. It might be dodgy. EA might not give it to the high rated players, because obviously a 90 rated, 1 inform is a 91, so it might be a little bit dodgy. But what a card that is, and that's going to be the end of the video, lads. If you made it this far, thank you very much for making it this far. I don't know how you lasted watching me for that long. Thanks everyone so much for watching. Let me know who you want to see in the comment section down below as a headliners card. Maybe I missed out an obvious one, something like that. If you're new around here, you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. That would be greatly appreciated. And I'll hopefully see you tomorrow. I'm not sure what the plan is for tomorrow, but yeah, thanks everyone so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Peace.